Hey everybody, I just wanted to come on and do a video about parental preference of schools and EHCPs and naming schools and all that stuff, because I wanted to clarify the way it works, because although we have parental preference and we can express our parental preference, when it comes to naming a school on an EHCP plan, ultimately it's the LA's going to make a decision. They should take into account your parental preference, but they don't need you to agree to the school setting. So if they name a school setting that you disagree with, the only route of challenging that is an appeal. They can still do that. Um, Ultimately, they don't need parents' permission to name a school and a setting. Like I said, they have to consider parental preference. But in my experience of everything that they do across the years, they will only name what they want to name. They have very much got a blooming good idea of what school they are looking at. Even when they send the draft EHCP to you, they already have an idea of what they're going to do and where it's going to go. They shouldn't do, because it shouldn't be decided prior or during draft stage. It should be after draft stage, when they're starting to finalise the plan, when whatever amendments have been done that they agree to, etc. However, that's in hindsight is not how it works. And quite often, as soon as they send you the draft, that is what they consult with. They don't consult with any amendments that are made during the draft process, and they often say that's because of time restraints, because they have to give the schools at least 15 days to respond to a consultation response. And if they waited for parents to send back draft comments, etc., and then redo draft, it means that they wouldn't necessarily be able to do it within the 20 weeks timescale. And if there's one part of the process of law that they try to adhere to, because they see it being in their favour, is the time frames. So yeah, when it comes to naming of schools, the LA don't need your permission. They don't need you to agree. They don't need you to accept the school. They can name the school they want to name on the plan and state they feel like it meets need. Even when a school come back with a heavily negative consultation response, ultimately it comes down to the LA is decision on what they think of a school meeting need. The consultation response process in itself is about asking the school's opinion, but ultimately that's not what really transpires through the process. And LAs can, if they feel that reasonable steps can be taken, or they feel that what the school are saying is not strong enough, they can name that school regardless of a negative consultation and regardless of whether a parents or family feel that it's suitable. And that's quite often why a lot of us end up in appeal. And when we look at the frames now, we are June, and we are the tribunal are booking hearings for November next year. So when we look at that, it gives the LAs more and more time to drag their feet, mess about. So yeah, and a lot of LAs as well at the moment are acting unlawfully, because they are preempting what the children, the white paper, the consultation responses and everything that's just gone through. They're preempting what the government's going to do, and they're already acting upon what's not law right now. The law's not changed, nothing's changed. And we're looking at least 2030 before we see any major changes. So please, if you feel your child needs support and there isn't anything in place right now, don't wait. Crack on with that EHCP. Get the support in place before anything changes, because ultimately it's going to be harder for them to take that support away than it is for you to gain support when things change.